Hey y'all, you are now watching review number 6. Word. Did I just do that? Yeah, I did. I can't believe it's the 6th review video. Yeah, it's crazy. I every time get really exciting, creative new things. I'm really grateful for you guys, and I am still just amazed that there are so many people willing to take their time out and send things in. Hopefully I have some tips to help you out, and hopefully you guys get a little publicity, cha-ching, ba-bling, and you know, it helps you out if you guys are selling and stuff. Anyway, let's get to the reviews. Snap.
First up are these items from Florina, who is Cutie44 on YouTube. She is selling all of her clay charms for 50 cents a piece on her YouTube shop, and all beaded bracelets are $1. Also, returning customers get free shipping. Here are the clay charms. There's a giant teapot, and then these 2 kawaii sushis. In all 3 of these charms, the eye pins are securely attached. The main tip I would give you is to smooth out any marks on these, like the little nail marks. And then on the bottom of this one, the eye pin is poking through. Try and cover that up because it's a little sharp, or try and sand it down maybe. Otherwise, your charms are nicely made, and I like the faces on the sushis. Here's the bracelet, and it's on stretchy yellow string. It fits me nice, and it says my name on it. She also sent me some ribbon, some heart beads, some clay deco pieces, and these really pretty stickers. Thank you, Florina, for the really cute items. Next are these items from Cindy. She is At Home with Cindy on YouTube. All of her items came in this really festive gingerbread man bag. It's really adorable. She made this notebook cover, which I think is totally awesome. She put a Hello Kitty and a palm tree sticker. She painted all of the background on. Oh, that's so cute. Here's the pages inside. And she attached the cover with clear tape, which isn't a problem, and it seems like it's going to stick on there pretty well. Here are polymer clay gummy bear earrings. All of the findings are securely attached, and then they come hanging on this pretty piece of paper. I believe this little baby is a squinky. My cousin just got a bunch of these for Christmas, and they are so cute. Like, they're so adorable. I want the hedgehog, but I haven't seen it yet. Again, the eye pin on this is securely attached, and then the cell phone straps that she's using are really nice quality. This is a magnet, and it has Alice in Wonderland on it. That is one of my favorite Disney movies ever. I believe this is made with resin. I have not tried resin yet, but just from looking at this, I'd say it is really nicely done. There's a sticker in here and a bunch of pretty glitter. Here's the back of it. And then for any of you who do resin, like, here's the sides of it. I think it looks pretty nice. So nice job, and I love Alice. Then she made this little candy drop keychain, and it looks like there's green apple, and this one has a little flower. I like the way that you painted the eyes on these. And again, everything is securely attached together and on a nice quality cell phone strap. Finally is this Scrabble tile ring, and it's a tiger. It's attached to this adjustable ring, and it's definitely securely on here. Thank you so much, Cindy, for the really adorable items. They're really creative, so nice job. Next is this package from Molly, who is AGandGlee34 on YouTube. This is a braided friendship bracelet. I really love the color of thread that you use for this, the rainbow effect of it. It's awesome, and it's tied together nicely, and the braids are pretty uniform. Next is this perler bead eye, which is a really cool idea, I think. And the last review item is this bottle cap necklace, which is attached to a really long pink string. This string is really securely attached to the back here, kind of in the stomach area going up to the face. There's a little spot that doesn't have resin or whatever you use to seal it. Make sure you cover the entire image with the resin, otherwise nice job. Then she sent me a bunch of fun things. Here's a kitty cat coin pouch, a little horse eraser. This is a gingerbread stencil, which is a scented pencil, and it smells really good. A little pack of glitter. I love glitter. Penguin stickers, stars, more stars, and hearts and smileys. This smiley face sticky notepad. This is awesome. This is a mustache tin, and it has beads inside. A little baggie of beads, gem stickers, a giant paper clip, some sparkly pom-poms, a button, some glittery flower tattoos, and this awesome Ninja hand sanitizer. Thank you so much, Molly, for those super fun items. Next are some clay charms from Ava, and she sent this really pretty card with them. There's a donut, a popsicle, an octopus, and a zebra cupcake. On the 3 that have an eye pin in them, they're very securely attached. When you're making the donut base, try to smooth it out to get rid of all those lines. I really like the sprinkled effect that you put on this popsicle. And then here is a 360 view of the zebra detailing on this cupcake. Nice job on the charms, Ava. Thank you very much for sending them. Next up are charms from Baby Tia 416. My favorite thing about your charms are the texture on this chocolate chip cookie, the glittery puffy paint that you use, and that you attached your cake to that piece of wood. It looks like a cutting board, and it's a really cool idea. There's a bear head, a drink, an ice cream cone, a whipped cream dollop, a cookie, some donuts, and a cake. The ice cream cone has a securely attached eye pin. My main tip to you, smooth out your pieces. You want your donuts to be as smooth as your cake. And then maybe you could use something a little smaller to paint the face on, or you could use a marker, which might be easier, a permanent marker. Using metal findings to paint faces on also works really well. You have some really cute creative ideas, so thank you so much for the charms. These next items are from Rachel. She actually made this stationery by stamping some really pretty paper, and then the packaging came tied in this matching purple ribbon. Here's her information, and everything will be typed out in the information box below. She made this really cool felt donut, and all the stitching on it is really nicely done. I like the puffy paint and micro marble frosting. The loop and the key ring are really nice and secure. Here's some more key rings that she sent. She used really nice chain and jump rings. Everything's attached nicely. It won't fall off. Here's a polymer clay cheeseburger, a dog, and this dessert. I really like the bite mark effect, and this one just has pretty pearls on it. The main tip for your clay charms would just be to keep this dark brown clay a little bit more clean, because there's like some glitter and little white marks in it, but otherwise you did a really nice job on these. Here is some wire wrapped jewelry. The earrings are absolutely beautiful. Everything is secure on here, and I love the little pink gem in the center. Here's the back. They even come with earring backings. Here are some rings. Here's the rings on me. They fit really nice. And here's the back of them. Thank you, Rachel, for the beautiful items. You did a really nice job on them. These next items are from Brittany, and she is handcrafted by Brit. There's her Etsy website. First off is this duct tape bow, and I like how it's puffy. It's hollow and not just like all taped together, so there's more than one layer. And I of course like the colors and pattern. It is nicely attached to this really cool clip. Next are the earrings, and I just want to say that everything is attached well, glued on nicely, or attached to the jump rings nicely. There's these really pretty pearl ones, and they're on a gunmetal chain and earring hook, and these beads on a silver earring hook, and then these button earrings, which are covered in lace, and then they're glued on to backings. Next are some rubber band bracelets. She uses a jump ring closure on hers. This one is especially creative because she put beads on, and then she also put a button on for the center. And then this rainbow one. Here's what a couple of them look like on. Finally is this necklace on a really long chain, and it has these beautiful charms at the bottom. There's a key, a lock, and then these blue beads in all different sizes and styles. Everything is nicely connected and secure on the chain. And then it uses my favorite kind of clasp, which I think is the easiest to take on and off. Brittany, you make some gorgeous jewelry. Thank you so much for sending it to me.
Alright, in this envelope, some stuff I have never seen before, so I'm really excited. Alright, so here's the stickers. Okay, so I promise you I have not even peeked in here. Maybe I should read the letter. Is there a letter? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cute. Hold on, let me read. Let me see if there's a letter to make sure I can show things. Oh yeah, there's a pink note card. Smell. I think this card smells, but unfortunately my nose is plugged up, so I can't smell it. From what you said in the letter, thank you so much. That's so nice. This stuff is from Just Call Me Crafty 101, who is Tia. Let's see what's inside. Ooh, Ooh, this is pretty. Here's a duct tape wallet, and this flower is so pretty. I love the design on the front. I love the rhinestones. My tip for the flower is just in this little part where the petal sticks up, make the black circle a little bigger so it covers this part right here. Also on the front, when you're attaching tape like this pink part, try to make it go all the way to the end. Here's the inside of it. A tip to make this look a really clean cut is to use an X-Acto knife or to just find a way to make straighter lines with your tape. But this is super cute, and you have the basic design down. You have the pockets on nice. And here is the billfold, which also looks pretty nice. Again, something that smells like bubblegum, but I can't smell it right now. There's a little gifty. I don't even know how old I am. I think I know what it is. Ooh, I guessed right. Oh, it says my name on it. Here's a toe separator for when you paint your toenails, and she decorated it. It says my name on it, and it has glitter and rhinestones. For all the little details that you put on, they're stuck on really nicely, so I think you did a nice job. Here's a lovely pile of candy wrappers. I just made a mess. Some Starbursts. Coming up are some clay things. Here's a swirly clay cupcake with a cherry on top. The main tip for this is with the eye pin because it's loose. When you're glazing it, you can add extra glaze and maybe it will make your eye pin stay in better. And then the second tip is just trying to get your clay to stay a little more clean, like right here. But otherwise, you did a really nice job on construction, and I like the design. Then for the necklace part, she wrapped wire, and then it's securely attached at the top with some jump rings and this nice clasp. Oh, I just dropped the pizza. Here's a little slice of pepperoni pizza. This is an adorable little orange, and there's the leaves on the top. Here's another swirl cupcake, but this one has a flower and a rhinestone decoration on top. Here's a little chibi with a bow, and I think you did a really nice job on her hair. Finally is this rose pendant. I like how it's indented. Finally are some little sketches. This one says my name. And then here is my name with a cupcake. This one has my initials on it in a couple different places, and then it has jewelry and lipstick and heels and pretty bow. I like bows. Duh. Everyone knows I like bows, I think. This is so cute. This is like earlier when I opened the envelope and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna look at all these cute little sketches, and they're joined together by clear tape. I just think everything is adorable. And there's the butterfly that I have in one of my drawing tutorials, my doodle tutorials. And yeah. Alright, so Tia, thank you so much for the items. You did a nice job overall on everything. But yeah, again, I really like everything, so thank you. Next are these clay charms from ClayExpress. There's a cheeseburger, a chocolate cherry cake, a rose cake that says my name on it, this bow cupcake, and this really cute penguin figurine. Something I like about your charms is the texturing that you use. There's a little bit in the burger, and then on this cake there's texturing inside and all around on this white part, so I really like that. And I really like the way that you did the frosting on this one. And then on this cupcake, the eye pin is nice and secure. So the only major problem is this wing is loose. It could just be that you didn't push the clay on hard enough when you made this. Otherwise, you can use glaze. Whoa, I just dropped him. I promise it didn't break. Otherwise, after you bake it, you can use glaze to try and hold it on better. The other tip is when you're using white clay, just try to get it to be a little bit more clean than this. I know it's really hard to keep clay clean, but you want to be especially careful with white. If you decide to go on ClayExpress on Etsy, here is the free shipping code if you buy from the shop. Here's a little mini elephant in the letter that I got, which is cute. Thank you so much, ClayExpress, for the really cute charms. Next up are these charms from Cole, and he sent them in this really cute box, and he said to check out this site. It's a really cool site where you can buy fun keychains called Kid Robot. First of all of the eye pins in your charms are really nice and secure. I just love these desserts. I love the way that you did the frosting on these and the sprinkles that you added. The swirl on here is really nice and all the texture, so I really like these. There is a clay pea pod. Here's a squishy bun, and here's my Melody. My tip for this one is just to be a little more careful with the paint. When it dries, you can go back through and make touch-ups, so if any pink gets on the face, you can paint over it with white again.
And then the same with the flower. Just try and touch those things up. I know puffy paint is really tough, but try your hardest not to smear it or whatever, but otherwise you did a really nice job on these. He also sent this duct tape wallet, and it's a tri-fold. It is white with zebra stripe on the inside, so I like the color combination. It folds up pretty nicely. My main tip is just to try to get a straighter cut along the top. You did fold a piece of tape over the bottom here, like this piece that folds over to the front. Maybe it would be good to fold a piece over on these top edges just so you don't have raw edges on your wallet. Cole also sent these stickers, and I just wanted to let you guys know what states I've been to, just for fun. I've been through Georgia, to Florida, to Pennsylvania, Indiana, and I live in Ohio, so I think that's about it. I haven't been to many states. I want to get to more. Let me know what states you've been to in the comments section. I'll put these links in the information bar, but here's the email and the Twitter for Cole. Then I just wanted to show this really cool drawing. Thank you, Cole, for the charms and the wallet. These next items are from Sydney, who is Sid's Kids Crafts on YouTube, and as you can see, she sent me a bunch of assorted candy wrappers. She also sent me these polymer clay charms, a robot, a bunny rabbit, and an angry bird. These are really cute. All the pieces are joined together well. I would suggest trying to make the body of this angry bird a little more round. And then this is just an idea. You don't have to, but I think this bunny would look really cute if you put a little dot of white paint on each of the eyes just for a highlight. I really like the detailing, the little dots on this robot. And then I wanted to show you guys the box that she sent was filled with these airbags, which are really cool. That was fun to open. Thank you so much, Sydney, for the items. Next are these items from Adriana. She's Adriana's Charms on Etsy, and she also wanted me to review her packaging. She sent all of her items in this bubble mailer. She wrapped them in bubble wrap with tape around it, and then put the items in an individual little storage bag. So the shipping is really nicely done. First up are the earrings. They're really nice and secure. All the findings are nicely attached and nothing's going to fall apart. The loops at the top are nicely wrapped. These are pretty. I like the little flower. Next is this patriotic duct tape flower. You did a really nice job on the flower. All of the petals look really nice and really evenly spaced and everything. The only tip that I have is like attaching it right here. You can see a little bit of the white part, so just try and make that less noticeable when you cut and attach the tape. The cap actually fits on, which is a plus. So you did a nice job on this pen. Finally are these two polymer clay charms. Both of them come with a nicely attached jump ring and eye pin. This is a little snow cone. The two tips for this are just try and make the little snow cone topping go all the way down. See how there's this little orange gap? Just try and make it cover that. And then when you wrap this part around, just try and smooth this out so you can't tell where the seam is. And then here's the Starbucks coffee charm. I really like the topping that you put on there. It looks awesome. The same tip with this little rim on here. And if you're looking to buy from her, here are the things she makes: charms, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, duct tape pen flowers, and duct tape wallets. Thank you so much, Adriana, for the awesome items. This package is from Crafty HK Lover, which is for Hello Kitty, which is very fitting because she sent this Hello Kitty clip. As for review items, she sent me this little boondoggle keychain. The lanyard hook is nicely attached on here, and all of your stitches are really uniform, so you did a nice job on this. Next is this paper bead bracelet. Here it is on my wrist, so it fits nice. Cover the beads with Mod Podge or some type of clear varnish to make the paper a little stronger, so there's a smaller chance of them wearing out or ripping in the future. Next are these polymer clay charms. This orange is really cute, and on the ones with these eye pins, they're really nice and secure. When you're glazing, make sure you don't set it down when it's wet, because I think there's just a little bit of paper towel stuck to this. I really like the face on this squishy bun. And on this cheeseburger, you did a really nice job shading the bun. Here's a flower. I like the texture in the middle. And here is a Christmas swirly cupcake. My tip for this is either to make the base a little smaller or put a bigger piece of clay under the swirls so the swirls come out further. That's just an opinion. Otherwise, it's really nicely put together. All the items came in these really pretty organza bags, and there's some beads in this one. Some of the items came in these golden boxes with the Halloween pumpkin ribbon. She sent a Red Bull Wacky package, which is an eraser and a sticker. It says Dead Bull, so it's a parody of Red Bull. And then she sent, I just noticed that this kind of matches because it's a red bowl, and I believe it's a squinky. Then she sent this wooden monkey bead, some metal hair clip backings, some glittery stickers, and this glittery pencil gripper. Thank you so much, Crafty HK Lover, for all of the cool items. Next are these items from Melanie, who is Snooki1999 on YouTube. She made some beady buddies, which I have videos on. She made a blue and pink owl, an orange beaded gecko/lizard with glow-in-the-dark craft lace, and a baby bumblebee. I think all of these beady buddies are nicely made. She sent me a stack of Starburst wrappers. Then we have some Pooh Bear stickers and some different animals on these, and even more cute animals on this one. Then we have this duct tape bow, and this is attached really nice and securely to the bobby pin. Really, there's no problem with this. I maybe would cut off just a tiny bit on this side just to make it like exact, but I mean you can hardly tell if you were just glancing at it, so it's not a big deal. Then we have this feather bobby pin or feather hair extension, and she says it's inspired by Ashley of Paper Pastels. It's attached nicely to this metal piece and to the bobby pin. Here's a clear pink beaded bracelet, and it fits my wrist well. It's a stretchy one. Finally are these 5 clay charms. All of the eye pins are in there very well. I really like the color of the swirl on this one that I dropped. And then I like the style of the faces that you drew on the peas. Here's a little bow cupcake, a mushroom. My tip for this one is just on that top spot there. It just has that little hole in it. Try to avoid that. And then this Hunger Games book. The only tip I would give you for this is just to cut the paper a little bit straighter on the edges, but otherwise you did a nice job on everything. So thank you so much, Melanie, for all of the items. These next items are from Destiny, who is Multi-Hot Chickie on YouTube. She sent me some pink feathers, some rubber bands for rubber band bracelets, and another style of rubber bands over here. Here's some flattened bottle caps, some silly rings, and some silly bands in all different shapes. Some really pretty rhinestones. Okay, I don't know what these are. They kind of feel like paper beads or paper mache or something, and they have this little hole at the bottom. So someone let me know what these are. She sent me this bag of fabric flower decorations. Here's 3 polymer clay canes. She made this bow, and the bow part looks really nice. It's attached to this little clip, but the only problem is it doesn't open, so you wouldn't be able to wear it with this clip. Try to attach this bow either to a bobby pin or another type of clip and maybe sew it on, or if it's like a metal clip, you can glue it to that. This is a braided necklace, and it has these jingle bells on it, and there we go, jingle. The braids are really nice and even, so you did a nice job on that. This end might have came untied, but I'll just tie it back together, so really there's no problems. Here's this really pretty necklace with these heart charms and these metal beads. The jump ring is secure on here, and also these findings at the end are attached well. Finally is this stretchy beaded necklace, which has these really bright and pretty beads, and it is tied in a nice knot at the end. Destiny, thank you so much for all the great items.
Alrighty, now for this package. I already know what's inside, but you guys do not. I was like, do not. This person made a gift video on YouTube of what they're sending. So this is from Boyable. Open it up, and there is this giant organza bag, and it's my favorite color. Okay, let's see what the note says. This is from Alex. He is planning to make an online shop, so hopefully you guys check out his channel after I show you these things. First is this sour candy, and it's cherry flavored. Next is this really cool friendship bracelet. I really like the pattern, the stitching of this, and that's what it would look like on me. I can't tie it by myself. I do believe that you did a nice job on this. It looks nice. And then we have stuff in here, It's all gonna make me lose my mind. All gonna make me act a fool. Alright, so here is a bunch of bubble wrap. Oh, and my hair is on here. And that's all. Just kidding, there's cute stuff in here. Ooh, okay, this is a cell phone strap, and it's a lovely cupcake. This is on a head pin, which definitely makes the charm even more secure than an eye pin. I love the design of this cupcake. I like how the swirl is so much bigger than the base, and I like all these little cute cane slices on here. It looks like Lucky Charms on there. It's so cute. So you did a nice job on this. This is sweet. This is a lip necklace. Luscious lips. I think this is totally trendy. Again, this is really secure because it's attached on a head pin, and it's a really nice quality chain, and this is my favorite type of clasp, and it is connected to the jump rings really nicely. I love how these lips are a little sparkly. My only tip for this is to just smooth out any little indents that you might have. Finally, we have this necklace on a ball chain. It has this really cool cookie with this heart. I love how you use the same mold, but you flipped it so the back looks different. And then it has this heart cupcake. These aren't going to fall off. They're attached nicely to their findings. Thank you so much, Alex, for these items. They're so cool. I love the clay items. They're like really cute. Again, thank you guys so much. My thank yous on camera cannot express, you know, how excited I am when I actually open these. I do that little, oh my god. Yeah, the Sarah scream. If you, yes you, would like to be in the next or one of the next review videos, it depends on how much mail I get, because if your package was not in this video, do not freak out. It will probably be in the next one. I have gotten a lot of mail, and my hands are like talking for me. Lots of mail. Your stuff will be in the next review video if it's not in this one, and if you wanted to be in a gifts video, I'll be working on that soon, but there's just a ton of stuff. I don't know if you realize how long it takes me to open, film, edit, sort, and everything, and write back and stuff like that, so just bear with me. It's muy time consumo. Sorry for you people who speak Spanish, I just butchered your language. Although Spanglish is nice, I think. You guys have a nice rest of the day, and oh yeah, I totally missed this point. If you want to be in the next review video, check out my P.O. Box video. It will tell you my mailing information, and it will tell you how to get in a review or a gift video. So, links in the down bar to that video, and my P.O. Box information is down there anyway. So, you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye!